This Holy Week, I was a no-show. Laid low by a sinus infection, my body moved into shutdown mode. I tried to push through with medicated syrups and salves of mentholated eucalyptus. I believe I had to rally. Finally, congestion took over, and my life was reduced to my bed, its pillows, and a tissue box. I felt entombed, alone with my regrets for what I had and had not done, and for what I could not do now. My mind argued against my powerlessness and only made the experience of sickness worse. Days were filled with naps and mind-numbing television. Most days, getting a hot shower was my most constructive accomplishment. At this remove, it felt as if Easter would pass me by and vanish with spring blossoms, birdsong, and the Easter bunny. Have you ever felt this way? Watching the world go on without you, so stuck in your own suffering that you cannot see the light. It made me wonder, what does Easter mean to those of us who cannot get to the cross or to the empty tomb? Yet Christ comes not only to first-hand witnesses. Christ comes to those behind locked doors. Christ comes to those who didn't show up. Christ comes for those who failed. The angel rolling back the stone is not merely divine theatrics for a first-century audience. It is for us, even now. Those of us in detention centers or bomb shelters. Those of us in hospital rooms or crack houses. Those of us outside the church, even the excommunicated. What is the first thing that the angel says to Magdalene and Mary? Do not be afraid. What does Jesus tell the women after his resurrection? Do not be afraid. Fear tells us we are vulnerable, we are not acceptable, we are missing out, we must stay in control. Like my refusal to accept being sick, only increasing my own misery. Fear distracts us from the arrival of grace. Like Mary Magdalene and Mary, preoccupied with immediate tasks, the risen Christ meets us on our way unexpectedly. And hopefully, we will have the wherewithal to let go of fear, to open our hearts, and to rejoice. But letting go of fear and opening our heart is hard in our world, a world divided into us and them, a world quick to blame, shame, cut off, or scapegoat. Holy Week remembers how Jesus endured these stresses. And Matthew's good news is this: Jesus' death and resurrection transforms everything. From the cross, Jesus forgives everything. And that forgiveness breaks the cycle of retribution. Easter changes everything. God does not meet violence with more violence, but with mercy. A mercy that bridges even the deepest divides. God has entered the fractured world. And like gold filling a kintsugi bowl, God is creating something new, something whole, something eternal. The Easter spirit invites us to change how we live and how we relate to God, to others, and even to ourselves. With God, we are not employees being hired or fired according to our performance. We are children being nurtured into fullness. The Easter spirit reveals that with others, a person is not the same as the negative force that momentarily moves through them. Fear may move through a person. Anger may move through a person. Addiction may move through a person. But that is not the whole of who they are. With the Easter spirit, we learn to resist contempt and to hold on to hospitality and hope, even when it's hard. And finally, within ourselves, the Easter spirit reveals self-criticism as a kind of trap. And we learn to soften and to accept that we are works in progress. Because this is the truth. We do not make Easter happen. We cannot prepare for it perfectly. We may not even fully understand it. Easter happens to us, even in a sick bed, even in grief, even when we miss everything we thought mattered. Christ still rises from the grave and loves us. Christ meets us where we are. Do not be afraid. Amen.